A class is week 10. Pretty much everything's going to normal here at my placement. I've been doing a lot of my visits this week. Really hasn't been really stressful like some of the other weeks. Um, Pretty much for any type of activity that's been going on in my placement, I've been dealing with one of the some of the children that are being I guess trafficked into California from other countries. We, the agency, has a partnership with one of the local government agencies, and basically we're handling some of those trafficked children, and they're coming into our facility. We currently have one. She's non-English speaking. She's from El Salvador, and she is basically trafficked. And when I mean traffic, it's like the family pays third person to transport this child. It's a girl. She's 15. Through from El Salvador, from where she's from, to here to Los Angeles. But what happens is something when the kids come here, or when this third person arrives with the child, the parents don't have enough money to pay for this person's what you call a coyote or a transporter, and so then the children end up staying with these people. I mean, it's really complex, really convoluted. It's really sad when you listen to the stories. I was listening to her story because I had to translate for this child, and she was saying that she spent nights at different houses. She didn't eat. She was mistreated. I mean, luckily she wasn't hurt physically. But for the one of the sad things that really caught my eye is the history that this child was saying through me as a translator. Her family in El Salvador is threatened to be killed. So the mom and the dad decided for the best thing for this child was to come with an aunt that lives here in California. They paid $5,000 for the crossing, and in El Salvador, gangs basically wanted to initiate her into this MS gang, and she was going to be initiated, or her option was to leave the country, basically with this person here with her aunt. Basically, her parents are protecting her. Um, she lives in poverty. She lives in one of the I think it's a place called Santa Ana in El Salvador, and it's one of the ghettos that is pretty much infested with gangs. She was crying the entire time. She says that she misses home and she wants to go back. But the thing is that right now it's a legal battle between the courts and the parents trying to get the child back. And there's a safety factor involved. So of course you don't want to put a child in safety when she's involved or she's a target for gangs. I mean, I just overall it was very interesting. I've never dealt with a situation like this before. Overall, it was just very interesting translating the entire conversation into Spanish language, which I speak. Although we are Spanish, Salvadorian language has a different certain verbiage and dialect from Spanish. Some of the verbiage I was understanding, and I was, of course, easily translated into English. However, there were just certain things that she was saying that I had to kind of think twice before saying it, because it just the expression is different in Spanish versus Salvadorian language, or the native tongue. Um, all in all, this case is going to be overlooked for 6 months. From there, the minor is going to be taken to a different location. But right now, the partnership with the government entities is that all these children or that are in these I don't know, centers, I guess, where they have them, that they're put in. The idea, the goal is for the children to be put into foster homes in order for them to have a functioning life, while their court hearings are heard in the I guess I should say ICE court or children's court, whatever they wherever that may be. Anyways, I just thought I'd share this with you because it's really interesting for me as a as a first timer. So I just wanted to share with you guys, and to see, maybe, I don't know if you're experiencing similar problems in your state. Anyways, my time is up. Hopefully you enjoy the my time. So see you next time.